Mhm. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Sports
You
Beat.
starter?
My name's Eli,
Yep.
and this is my co-host. So, co-host, obviously, if you guys remember, he was
Sir.
on the last episode last week. We got to talking after, and we decided, he wanted to join. So, I came on, made a new logo, which you guys will see after we get
Heck
this
yeah.
out. But yeah, going through some rebranding, getting more help, getting more videos out there. And we're in the process of making like a studio to record podcast. Probably won't be any up there until come this fall when Brock is down
Heck
in
yeah.
the area and he could get here. So we can use that as our studio instead of doing this, just bringing in more guests once that happens. But
That'll be
yeah,
nice.
big things to come. So, but today we're just going to talk about football, and the championship game is set.
Heck yeah.
We got a
Go Irish.
rematch from last year, Ohio State versus Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Obviously, last year Ohio State took that by 3. I almost cried that game last year. It was a heartbreaking way to lose. Yeah, almost. Huh?
2 chances.
Yeah.
We had it, dude. And we had 12 on the field, right?
And
Did we have 12 on the field that time? We had 12 on the field last game. Yeah. We'll start off. Thank you, Eli. Thank you, Eli, for letting me join the pod. All that. Thank you, God, for allowing us to be here, talk about some Irish football. And yeah, like you said, I mean, it's set. Texas versus Notre Dame, baby. Or shit, no. OSU versus Notre Dame. There we go. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Last game was,
That's right.
or last time we played was torturous. I mean, we had
Defense
them.
couldn't get us up.
We
I was
literally had
watching a run back of that last
Yeah.
drive. We just allowed 20 big plays on that last drive. Almost had a pick. I think
Yeah.
it went through his hands right to the other defender, which got him down to the 2-yard line, if I remember correctly. And then 10 men on the field for the final play. And
I will say I love Sam Hartman to death, but one different thing about this game going into it is we have Riley Leonard. Like, that's one thing I'm confident about. Last game against Penn State, I mean, he did exactly what we needed to. I mean, seriously, he even came out of the game for, I think,
concussion
a whole drive, right? I think Angeli was in for one drive.
First half.
Is that what it was?
But
Yeah. That was scary, though. I'm not going to lie, because I think Notre Dame fans, we need to stop banking on Riley as much. I know, like, every football team, your quarterback is your heart and soul, but we got to remember that just because QB goes out, we got Steve Angeli back there. I mean, dude, he kept us alive. He got us those 3 points, and a lot of reporters were saying that those 3 points changed that game.
Even in that Purdue game when he played,
I agree.
What was it, the whole second half or whenever we took out the starters, he looked really good in that Purdue game. He showed it on probably one of the biggest stage on third. But coming in and then just
for sure.
leading an amazing drive. Probably the best we had of the night besides opening of the third quarter. But he showed a lot. I know Marcus Freeman does not want to go in the portal for another quarterback after this year. But I think
I was talking. Remember, I texted you about that. I was like, man, I kind of want Quinn, but after last night's game, I don't know.
Yeah, so I think we definitely,
like you're saying, Angeli, I
year.
think he might be the future man.
And then we also got CJ Carr, which he's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there'll be some competition in the room. I mean, I could see them adding someone in the portal. I mean, I don't know. It's so hard not to, I think. But no, I would love to see Angeli come out, especially how calm he looked. I mean, yeah, he played well, but he wasn't playing like he was scared out there. I mean, his hands weren't shaking. I don't know. He made me feel confident that a backup can go in there and, I mean, that's the second biggest game of your life. Yeah, now you're playing the biggest game. So I guess at that point, that was the biggest game for him.
Just great control to regain possession and even hold on to it after that hit.
Yeah.
Pretty big hit, and just him being able to regain control of that bad snap and hold on to it after getting hit like that.
Yeah, I mean, kept us in the game. But I think one thing you can agree on is running back play needs to just be a little bit more competitive, more in there. I mean, I'm looking at the stats right now from OSU versus Notre Dame last year, and Jeremiah Love had more running yards last year against OSU than he had against Penn State this year. So that's, if we're winning games, with That
I think
I don't know,
one
man.
of the big
I'm
things that I
excited.
noticed,
I don't know,
especially
I'm
in
real
that first
excited.
half, was that we were just, our line on both sides, our offense and defensive line, were getting outfit. We were just getting bullied, and I don't know. I mean, it looked. I honestly kind of lost in that first half, and then we got those 3 points, and then we came out in the second half as well as we did. I'm like, okay, now I'm feeling a bit more confident, but I really got to know what Marcus said in that locker room at halftime.
I wish, dude. I mean, going down 10-0. I mean, 10-0, second pick. Or no, it was 10-0 or 10-3? We got the field goal, right? 10-3, 10-3. Yeah. 10-3 at half. I mean, I have not seen any videos about that. I have not thought about that. I wonder what was said in that locker room to spark those boys, but I don't know. It worked. We came out firing on defense and we got the job done. That's all you can ask for. Box scores, I mean, looked good all around. Riley Leonard had 223. Jaden Greathouse, 7 catches for 105 and 1 touchdown.
That touchdown,
he showed out. I mean, last year he even played.
That was huge. Dropping 2 defenders in one play. I know Patriots are going to say that first one slipped, but if you watch it back, he got his ankle snatched.
Absolutely snatched, bro. That stutter step, stop and go, absolutely had him in the dirt. I was at a bar down the street. I was going absolutely crazy. Only Notre Dame fan in there with the jersey on. Dude, absolutely crazy. Who else we have? I still have Angeli on here. We had 2 picks from Riley Leonard. That kind of needs a. I don't think you can do that against OSU. I know Quinn had, I think, 1 pick, pretty sure. Yeah, forced fumble. I guess that's what sealed the deal. But yeah, like you said, you put on our notes for the week. You can't start slow against Ohio State. So we did it. I mean, did you rewatch the Penn State game and just saw us come out slow against them and we're like, oh shit? Or is it more like watching Ohio State being like, damn, they put up 3 touchdowns against Oregon in that first quarter?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, dude, this game's going to be rough. Like, thinking about it, man. If we start out slow and they show up how they played against Oregon,
we have to come out quick because
it's going to be rough.
I mean, if we start how we did against Penn State, it's over by the second quarter because of what they've done, what they did to Tennessee and Oregon. Like, Tennessee both got out to a slow start and they got smacked. Texas kind of did get off to a slow start, but they're deep. Yeah. I think if we get out slow enough, it's going to be
over. Momentum.
That's a lot I don't want to have happen. Like, it's been too good of a year for us to get blown out.
I agree. And the one thing we have to remember is we're Orange Bowl champions. Like, we made it far, man. Like, I'm happy for the team. It sucks that Riley Leonard only has 1 year with us. But
we've accomplished
in this 1 year, he's done absolutely all he can.
We never have done with Ron Kelly. Like, we won a new bowl. We made it to the national championship. I know he did in 2012 when we got smacked by Bama, but that was just pure luck. I think by us getting there, like that's 1 and 2 getting there. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we play a lot better. I don't know if you saw. I think it was like last week or something. Manti Te'o was on Good Morning Football or whatever, and he was talking about when Bama came out of the tunnel in that national championship game, and they were like hyped and stuff. And he turned around and saw like all the Notre Dame players like big eyes, like like that's how he knew it was over. So
trembling.
I don't know. We just gotta play our game. We know they're beatable. I mean, like they got hella lucky against Texas,
Michigan, Oregon. I agree. Momentum is one thing. Like Texas at Travion, I watched the Travion slap. Like that changed momentum. Like stopping the clock, that was huge for them. And then every time they made a big play, like every time the crowd seemed to get into it, like the defense got into it, like everyone did. But I know that game was in Texas, and that was a huge reason because of that. Where was the national championship at again?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We need Notre Dame fans to show up. I mean, seriously, if it is all, I know Ohio's going to travel well, and they always do, they always will. So I think they're going to pack the stadium, but we just need to be loud, feed off momentum. I just hope that team that showed up against Oregon in the playoffs doesn't show up against Notre Dame. But dude, we can win this. They're not immortal, like you said. Like They've lost 2 games this year. I mean, that Michigan game, we watched that Michigan game. They were terrible. They were absolutely terrible. And they were at home. You know what I mean? So I think that's something huge for them. Yeah, great season for the Irish. Nervous, excited, so many feelings for this game. So many feelings. But overall,
I'm happy we got this far. I mean, I want to win it and shut up all the Ohio State fans.
Yeah.
But look, I mean.
Yes. I'll never stop saying the $20 million is one thing we were talking about before. I can't get over the money in football. It is one of the most annoying things ever. And it's bound to happen. It's going to get more and more. But I think for the next 5 years, these teams that don't have top 5 power money aren't going to be top 5 teams. Like, it's just as simple as that. So $20 million is a lot for a college team. And like we're talking about, Riley Leonard is 1.1 million. But I don't know. It just makes me mad. This team is good, but I can't let that determine my reasoning for being like, OSU's so good. But
definitely ruined the game.
I'm excited though.
Because now they're going to the NFL because you're making if not more income. Yeah.
Carson motherfucking Beck, dude. Holy shit. He's making more than Brock Purdy, Gonzalez, and Bowers. Is what it was? Like combined. That is crazy. I would do that. Why would you go through? Exactly. Why would you go through all the bullshit that the NFL puts you through, like all like the body stuff and the practice stuff, the regulations, when you can just chill in college, my guy. You know what I mean? He's going to Miami. Like, I saw a thing that his agent said that he just makes more money playing there than he would on Bill's practice squad. Like,
let's be honest. Yeah, in the NFL.
He's going to start. Are you talking about the NFL? Okay. Yeah. I mean, my roommate, Henry, had a good point. He said that if Carson Beck had some of the best wide receivers last year, this year he had worse wide receivers and he went downhill. Imagine with Miami's wide receivers. I don't think they have. They lost Restrepo. I don't know who else they had. So it's not like they're going to have like Jeremiah Smith or just dogs back there catching for him. So he's got to show up and show out. But
with his girl,
actually, why does he? He's making $4 million living in Miami, going to college with his girl. Oh my God, dude, he is a goon. Have you seen his stuff like on Snapchat? I'll have to send you it. He gets exposed all the time for just sending just weird shit. Oh my God, dude, it's so funny. But no, Carson Beck.
Yeah,
$4 million. Play college football.
Interesting. I know you do it. I know I do it. Miami next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Miami Hurricanes, dude. Our schedule next year is
and there's still going to be people saying that
it's rough.
We still have the easiest schedule.
It's rough. Yep. I hope that doesn't affect our recruiting. Like players seeing like, holy shit, we have to play fucking like 7, 8, 9 real football games. You go to Ohio State, you're getting 5, 6 breaks, dude. You're playing Marshall, you're playing Western Kentucky, you're playing just these. Damn, I got a lot of hate for OSU in my heart right now.
I kind of do. I don't really think anyone.
I keep thinking
wants
about
to see him there. Like a lot of people are like.
Yeah, with the money. Yeah, I think that's one thing that people are like, damn.
Championship and whatnot, which I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, did people not watch the last year's game? It was fucking 17-14, wasn't it? Or something like that? I just had pulled up. Yeah, 17-14, and it went down to the last minute. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I hate Ryan Day, but I mean, I would say the same thing to Lou Holtz, going off. You just game-winning play. Yeah, I'd absolutely react the same way he did. And I'm happy he did because hopefully Marcus Freeman has more of a chip on his shoulder. He's got to put on a masterclass, man. This one, I don't think comes down to the coaches. Like, the past few games was a lot of, like, Marcus Freeman. Like, we need him to, like, really dial in. But I think this is solely going to be on our players. And this is just, like, why would you not just want it that bad? Like, I hope our players just come out fighting for every yard. And they did. I posted on the Sports Beat Twitter. Did you see that Jeremiah Love run? Dude, to get in the end zone? Oh, my God. That is willpower. Definition of willpower. Absolutely just shoving that ball through the end zone.
Oh, I actually would.
We need more of that, dude. Oh, yeah. It should be right there on Twitter. Yep. Yeah, dude. It just looked like fighting through the trenches. That's the reason why I'm a Notre Dame fan. Is just even when we're down and out, we show up every time. We're always in it. We're always there. Yes, dude. Dude, that's a monster.
Did you see his hurdle?
That's a monster. Yeah, dude. Yes, and did you know he said before the game that he is not going to hurdle? He said his one rule was no hurdling. Dude.
Get the run game.
You stay on the ground. No, please. Jeremiah I love you. Stay on the ground. Please don't hurt your ankle. I love the momentum. I love the plays. Like when he goes over, everyone gets so hyped. But dude, we need him. But I guess you know what? Fuck it. Next game, jump over everyone. This is your Super Bowl. This is everything.
I don't think
he's gonna get drafted.
Year,
dude, I'm so happy for Jeremiah Love. I don't think he actually does either, but he will get drafted. I think he will be like pan out in the NFL pretty well as receiving back, agile back,
willing,
really good player.
Hopefully this doesn't happen. Even if he somehow gets hurt, we still have two pretty good running backs behind him. Jerry and Price, and then whoever number 20,
Kadarian Price.
Yeah.
White boy Williams, something like that. White boy, right?
I mean, Williams is definitely more
dog.
Pass. We need him in our passing game out of the back. That dot from Riley Leonard to start the third quarter to him.
Yeah.
And then that run right after that got it and allowed Riley to score.
Yes, dude. We need shockers like that. We need shockers like that against OSU because, hey, one thing, like last pod, we were like glazing Jeremiah Smith a lot, but he got shut down. He got shut the hell down. I think one of the reporters said that, I was listening to Pat McAfee on the field pass thing, and they had a free safety just lurking over Jeremiah Smith almost the whole time until I think the fourth quarter. I think they let it go because he wasn't even playing good. But Carnell Tate showed up. This is the one thing about Notre Dame or OSU is if you take out Jeremiah Smith, you have to worry about Carnell Tate. You have to worry about Egmeka, G. Scott. Dude, there is so much that
Jeremiah Smith had one catch for 3 yards. And then Carnell Tate had 7 catches, 87. Trayvon Anderson obviously had that big play of that one catch, 75. Luka had 51. They still got dogs behind them.
Yeah.
So, but if I'm being honest, I'm not really worried. About Ibuka or Tate that much because we got Moore, who's an outstanding freshman quarterback, and then we got Gray, who's also a really good cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
If we have lurking, not just shadowing
Jeremiah
Smith, but just in that middle of the secondary, I think we should be fine. We got to try to stop the run game. Dunkins and Henderson, we can.
That's going to be rough. But our linebackers, I think, I'll listen to the Cover 3 podcast or might have been the Locked On Notre Dame podcast in the summer. And they were talking about how the linebackers, Jake Bowen, and I forget the other one. Jack Kaiser, last time we played Ohio State, it was just, they said their heart wasn't in it for some reason. I saw something that I don't know, before the pregame, they just I'll have to find the actual quote and post it on our Twitter, but I think they're gonna want to show out. Last game hurt them. They lost at home. They were in Kelly Green. They had it right there, and they lost on defense. It wasn't our offense that threw a pick to end it all. It was our defense. So I think that they're gonna show up and you said, stopping Henderson and Judkins is gonna be rough.
Like we were saying before. Their red zone, they're top in the nation for red zone percentage on defense. We have to figure out. Yeah, we have to figure out a way to get past that though.
Yeah, you said they were number one, right?
They're going to be ready for that quarterback run all game, so we cannot rely on that at all.
I was just about to say that Texas, when you're in the red zone, you don't have Arch Manning, like you said before, like we were like starting the pod. They didn't have him to run outside, do a little QB blast or QB sweep. So I think they're going to be watching Riley Leonard a lot in the red zone. Tight end Mitchell Evans has to show up. Definitely tight end play needs to be there. Yeah. All running. It can happen. I think it can happen. I think it solely will come down to our defense more than our offense, just because Ohio State's offense showed a lot of just gaps, I guess. They were hitting hard. That's the one thing the Silver Bullet era, I would say, is definitely back. They are just hitting motherfuckers as hard as they can. Just a lot of spreading the field out is going to be big for them. I don't think you really try and follow as much as what Texas did, just because I think they got lucky on a lot of stuff.
I already got people telling me that
I don't know.
Notre Dame's already losing. A lot of Ohio State fans are already saying that they won the championship. They said this game was the championship. Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, that's all I'm hearing.
A lot of Ohio State fans we already
ESPN
won the Natty.
Has them winning.
It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. So I think Notre Dame needs to realize everyone's counting us out. We have no one on our side for this. Everyone's counting us out. We just gotta show up and play our game and punch him in the mouth, honestly. It goes back to that saying, everyone has a plan again until they get punched in the mouth. And that's what we do against Ohio State. They're coming in, they have a plan, stop Riley Leonard. We just got to we got to hit that one big play and just take momentum from them.
I'm thinking my prediction, for our one big play starting off, it's going to be an interception first 1 or 2 drives. I'm thinking that Will Howard is just going to overthrow someone. We're going to get it and hope that we can just keep him down, because when Ohio State gets momentum, that is definitely when they're at the scariest. Yeah. After that screenplay, they just came out. They're so cocky. Everything was ready. So I really hope our big play is interception. I love it when we make defensive plays. I don't know why. I get just so ecstatic. Tualamanka, everyone on the front line just
I think
we could bait punch him in the motherfucking mouth, dude. Punch him in the mouth.
I'm being straight up, Will hasn't showed any showed
for sure
a lot. In the playoffs he has, but the whole season, I don't know if he really showed a lot. He can make good reads and stuff. I'm not talking shit because I don't talk shit, but I think it's gonna be close. I think we can definitely bait him into throwing a bad ball or two. Just that's how we gotta steal him. The defense has to play like that. And I think
back to you saying about him not playing good under pressure when OSU. I'd say first quarter for sure, and a little bit of second quarter. OSU's offensive line was holding Texas. There was no pressure there, and that was when he was playing his absolute best. Will Howard. But then second quarter came a little bit. They got one big play, and their O-line started to go down. They might have lost a O-lineman. I don't think so though. But after, like you said, they started getting pressure on him. He started throwing some bad balls, but I don't think he threw a pick last night. I don't even know if he. Yeah. When I watched, he threw one pick. Okay. When I was watching, most of the balls he threw were actually in really good areas away from defenders. So, they've got him for a reason. That's one reason, but we got Riley Leonard for a reason too. So I think Riley Leonard is a way better quarterback than Will Howard. I think a lot of people will say that. He can move more in the pocket. He hasn't shown this season that he can throw as well as we thought. He won the Peyton Manning passing camp when he was, I think, maybe in high school, I think. So I guess he definitely saw it as going to be more of a thrower, but he keeps us in games, he keeps us alive, and we know if he does go down, we got Steven John. We talked about him, Jelly fan baby.
Because he's too good of a guy to not play in this game. And I think people do like that, and they do see how good of a guy he is. Yeah. But I don't know. This is his legacy game for Notre Dame.
Sure. Every time we've gotten here before, we got to remember that. And when we get here, we usually, we don't show up. We don't punch him in the mouth, like you were saying. We don't show up. We show up scared. We show up Like we're not like honestly we showed like we're not supposed to be there kind of. Like we got lucky, but I think with the 12-team playoff, you don't get lucky. You beat these teams. You beat Indiana. It's a good team. I think people now have realized that Indiana's 2 losses were to the national championship teams. Indiana was a good team. They're going to be a good team next year. You don't get lucky against Penn State. Great game. Georgia. Oh my God, dude! Don't get lucky. Don't get lucky in the playoffs anymore. You just don't. So
like, oh, we did. We had to go up against Oregon, but you already played Oregon.
Yeah,
we didn't play teams, and like, I mean, everyone's been down on us since that.
Yeah,
like going in, and everyone's like, oh, Notre Dame's gonna find a way to lose, and then we beat them, and then we got Georgia like Georgia's putting up 60 on them. It's gonna be belt to ass. Georgia's gonna beat the shit out of them, and then we beat them. And Penn State fans were like, "Oh, we're gonna beat the shit out of them." Penn State by 6, and we beat them. And then now, like, what are they gonna say? Yeah. I commented on a video. Hold on. Just a bit. It was after
doing some shit talking.
So I was it was after the game, and someone said that Ohio State's gonna be the shit. And I said, bro, Georgia fans said that Penn State was, and like Georgia and Penn State were gonna beat our asses, and look what happened. And someone responded with, dude, nobody said that. Ohio State's only beating top teams by insane margins. Y'all aren't beating them. And I responded with, check any Instagram posts.
Yeah.
Like any Instagram post by ESPN about that Georgia game, about that Penn State game. We're like, Notre Dame's gonna get their ass in it. Now they're talking about it again.
Everyone's talking about
like.
I mean, we're gonna have to do a little breakdown maybe in the middle of the week, like either on Twitter, Instagram, where we can hop back on, just about like Penn State comparison. Because I mean, we forgot Ohio State played Penn State. Was it week 4? And that was a pretty good game. Like, I mean, I remember it wasn't an absolute like I think they came out with a 2-score win, but it was kind of like last night. Like it was like got the last touchdown like towards like the end of the game. But yeah, we're gonna have to compare that and just see. I mean, that was a good game. So I mean, Ohio State's not immortal. We know that. I could see why these fans are thinking that, why they're absolutely gonna come out and just smack them. It could happen, but I hope. And I think those are just people who, I mean, a lot of Ohio State lovers, but also people hate Notre Dame, man. I mean, that's one reason. Like, I don't know why. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people say like, "Oh,
this year we're a bit more cocky because we've actually
as God loves Notre Dame." Yeah. We're in the fucking national championship. That's why we're cocky. If anyone was in the national championship,
I saw something that's either you love Notre Dame to death or you're the biggest hater of Notre Dame. There's no in between. Like, you're like, oh yeah, they're okay. Like, I somewhat like them. Like, no, you're like, I fucking hate them, or I love them. Like, that's my team. So I
don't know. I think one thing, like going back to talk about the college football playoff, is I think next year the best teams need to be in. We talked about a little bit last pod. I think I mean we would have been playing Alabama if they got in, because it would have been like, yeah, it would have been Alabama. So this whole thing could have went different. I think we need to get the best teams in there. We still would have been one of them for sure. But yeah, I want to see that change with college football playoffs. But other than that, dude, I've loved it. I mean, I don't care about NBA ratings being down. I don't care about NHL right now. It's all college football. And it might be a little biased. Imagine if your team wasn't in it. Imagine you're a fucking like Rutgers fan and you've been out of it for God knows how long. Like, probably boring, probably sucks. But hey, man, if you're a fan of South Bend, you're a Gold Domer. You're happy right now. You're happy. You can't not be happy right now. The game's a week away. Yeah. You've won 3 big games to get here. Gotta just celebrate. But I know our boys aren't celebrating. They're getting back to work. I know Marcus Freeman's working. Hopefully they're with their families. They're going to church, doing all that stuff. But I'm excited. It's going to be good.
Oh, score prediction?
Score prediction.
27-20 Notre Dame, last minute touchdown. Yeah. Notre Dame, Ohio State's driving.
So.
It's tied 2020. Ohio State's driving. Costly turnover from Will Howard. and then big pass to
getting down to
Faison. Big pass to Faison, gets it set up in the red zone with a minute left, and then hand off to Jeremiah Love, and then we pound it in from there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love that, dude. So you're going for more of a defensive game. Yeah, I'm also going for more of a defensive game. I don't think we're going to see Jeremiah Smith run down the yard, like run down the field, absolutely catch it. It's going to happen here and there, and I hope the Irish understand that, and I hope the fans also understand that it's going to happen. They are going to break for some 80-yard fucking plays, 75-yard plays, and defense is going to have to either put a new group in there or just lock back down in. So, I love that. That sounds great.
He's got
Jordan Faison game-winning touchdown. That'd be absolutely lacrosse player going to.
I mean, it wouldn't be the same year because we're in 25, but he's got to win.
That's crazy.
He's got a chance to win at 2 rings in 2 sports.
Still.
Yeah.
That's just so badass. I want to get to a Notre Dame lacrosse game. Like, for how much, like, they're always in the media. I've never been to one. Never have. My score prediction, I'm going to go 23-20. Notre Dame. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. I think the points are going to come in the second half for sure. I think the first half's going to be, I don't know, we might be completely off. I could see this being like a 32, like it's a high scoring game. I don't know, but I think defense going to show out 20-23. I think Mitch Jeter nails game winning field goal. Did you see? I know you've seen Rudy. You've seen. I have a question. Did you see that? If you go back and watch the movie, on the whiteboard or like on the chalkboard, they like were just putting like fake defensive names or something like that. It says Riley Mitch Jeter. Isn't that badass? That was pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, I'll get it up on Twitter, like the post, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, it said Riley Mitch Jeter, or said Riley Jeter Mitch, one of those two. I think it said Riley Jeter Mitch. I think it was the opposite. But yeah, I think we need him to show up. I mean, you know what's crazy is I was like talking a lot of shit to my friends at the bar we were at about Mitch Jeter being super good, and like the stats showed up on the screen. He's like 50%
from
the season.
Worst field goal kicking team in the regular season, and now he's 7 for 8 in the playoff. Only the one field goal he missed was blocked against Indiana. But like he showed up when we needed him, especially Penn State. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what, like that to me, that's Marcus Freeman. He trusts his fucking players, dude. He absolutely I love Mark. We talk about so much. I love our coaching staff. I love how they don't like even the players are ever out of it. Like we're always in it. Even when you aren't playing as well, you're not gonna, and you can lose your spot super easily. I mean, I know that's gonna happen like all down the road, but if you're the player that Marcus Freeman thinks you should be in the game, you're gonna keep getting your chances even when you mess up. So I hope the Irish know that now, and I think that I know I said earlier that it's going to be more about the players and the coaches, but I think it's also going to be Marcus Freeman coming out and just Mike Denbrock too. I mean, we need everyone on the staff, equipment managers, everyone needs to be on their top fucking.
We are the higher seed.
I'm excited to see what uniforms we wear.
Okay. I don't know.
Home team.
White and gold.
So
that's
I kind of want to wear navy.
Point. I could see
You think?
I could see it.
I guess you're right.
And that was our regular blue.
We wore white and gold every game.
So it's not going to be anything special. I guarantee it. It's not going to be our green as much as people want. It's going to be. It's not going to be too flashy.
No, I don't want
green. Got too flashy with green.
I don't want that.
And we saw what happened. Like, not saying that's the reason they lost, but I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like you
take your focus from other shit. Yeah, I want to be in. I want to win in white and navy, gold domes. Yeah, dude. I think I'm gonna get an Orange Bowl hoodie. They dropped them on the Fanatic site. It looked pretty cool. So we'll see how much those going for.
Back, how we're talking about our schedules for next year. I pulled up the states. They open with Texas in the shoe, and then they got Ohio, Washington, Minnesota, Illinois, Wisconsin, Penn State, Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers, and Michigan.
Kind of a easy schedule, but I mean, you got some games mixed in there. I mean, Washington's going to be good. that Texas game will be a dogfight. So I say this is one of the years that, I mean, in the past, I will say I am in the past I've the number one hater of their schedule because it's always just a roll. It was just a smooth sail all the way to the Big Ten championship. I'm happy now they actually have competition with Oregon.
That Texas game, it's going to prove a lot of what kind of team they're going to be that whole year. I'm pretty sure Will Howard's done after this year. So new quarterback. Sure. It's going to show how well Ohio State's going to play, and it's going to show what Texas is going to do. Because I don't think Texas sticks with Ewers next year. I think they go to Manning. I think Ewers is either going to – I don't know. I think he's transferring. Don't know where. It could be Ohio State. I did hear a rumor that some big school offered him a shit ton of money to go there.
No.
I don't know. I mean, he's not
Irish, baby.
But like, yeah.
I know.
I think he play better.
Jelly fam. Dude. All right, but like who would you rather, not even thinking about Notre Dame, like not thinking about Angeli, if you had to pick like to start your football team around, like Quinters or Steven Angeli? Just a better football player. Just straight up, like if a football team had a season next year,
I would tell Angeli be ready to go because once Ewers starts playing that, he's
Token. But I mean, that's what I love about Notre Dame is we trust our guys. Like, I mean, I'm gonna do a lot of research on Steven Angeli. I know the Locked On Notre Dame pod, he had so much on him, but yeah, I definitely want to look more into him. I mean, last night was the first time I've seen him play. I've seen more of Drew Pine play than Steven Angeli at this point. But yeah, I'm excited for next year. Also, I mean, after this game goes right into next year. I was thinking about that in the shower. College football never stops. Like right now, teams that are in the playoffs, they are recruiting. They're doing everything they can to get just the best players, and media still going. NILs being worked on. Like, I mean, that makes sense why it's the biggest. It's the mecca right now. I mean, last night I saw there's crazy commercials like that you wouldn't normally see. Not crazy commercials, but like there's really cool commercials that you wouldn't regularly see on a game. And when are we going to start talking about, you know how like Super Bowl's huge with the commercials? Dude, national championship might be just as big from now on. I mean, shit. Hey, the one thing you said last pod that got people talking was that 10.3 million viewers for OSU versus Notre Dame. So imagine the national championship, dude. It's gonna be huge.
Hold on, you keep going. I gotta pull something up.
Where's the camera at? To the I don't want to cuss. To the people that say we need to join a conference. Yeah, $20 million in the pocket. In the pocket. For me, I wish we could put it in the NIL collective. Look at the best players possible, but we aren't going to do that. But yeah, dude, screw you. I have heard that shit so many times. Find something new. Clack your brain together. Yeah. You hate us so much. Find something else to hate us on besides us not winning big games. Because if you're not those top teams, you aren't winning those big games either. So it's usually only Ohio State fans that talk a lot about the conference. But I mean, dude, 20 million. I mean, I love it. I think we said it would be even more if they win it all.
October 21st.
I love it.
Of this past year, there was a post by On3. I don't know. It's like a football thing, and it's like football brackology. And it was when originally Ohio State was the 6th seed and Notre Dame was 11th. I texted my brother, I'm like, it's going to be the rematch of the century. And then they just won. And last night, I texted him. I said, I told you that it's going to be OSU and Notre Dame. Like, I was thinking that all along too. Like, it's crazy, and I think I really think a lot of people started to say that it was going to be Ohio State Notre Dame after Notre Dame beat Georgia, and Ohio State beat Oregon. Like everyone was like, "Oh, it's Notre Dame, Ohio State."
Yes.
Like
yes.
And I mean,
yes. Because people didn't want Penn State versus Texas, or people didn't even want Penn State versus Ohio State. Like. Yeah, deep down, a lot of. I mean, it sucks to have. Like, it's funny because, my roommate Henry, you know Henry, he's Ohio State fan, and he was cheering for Notre Dame because he wants to play Notre Dame. But as a Notre Dame fan, I was kind of cheering for Texas. because I just much rather had Texas come out and play like they did last night compared to how OSU played against Oregon.
I'll never forget the first college game day of the year.
Got money though
over in Ireland for that Georgia Tech Florida State. Guest speaker Seamus at W.
Oh my god, dude!
At all? Baby. Yeah, and look.
Yeah. So, Notre Dame, baby. Yes, sir. Get him in there. Dude, maybe he'll be on the, how do you watch Notre Dame games, like for the national championship or like for playoffs?
No.
Do you do the Pat McAfee thing?
For a bit.
You should look into it. It's funny. I like it. They had they had the Tony Hinchcliffe, like the comedian. He was all right. But then they had Tim Tebow and shit. It's like they always bring people. Yeah, they always bring like cool people out. So maybe we'll bring out if Seamus is there. Maybe we'll bring him out because Pat McAfee has those WWE ties.
In the national championship, maybe Seamus comes out as a guest pick. I give him a He said that we were in it at all, and now we're here.
You could see him again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who is it? Ryan Clark? Is he the other one who's a huge Notre Dame supporter?
Ryan Clark.
Yeah, I think he's who's it? Yeah, that's the kid who's playing. Okay. Let me see if it's Ryan Clark too, because I'm pretty sure he has been sticking up for us all.
I think he's first take. And I mean,
yes.
Oh my god!
He called out. Fuck you, Cam Newton. Did you see him call out Cam Newton?
No.
It was so funny. Did you see what he said about him? Ryan Clark said he was like sometimes when you're in a relationship it hurts to say that you're wrong. You know, it hurts to be the man to come out and say that I was wrong. And that's exactly what he said to Cam Newton to his face. And Cam just went off saying all this shit. Yeah, thank you, Ryan Clark, for keeping us in there, dude. I mean, so many those fucking reporters hate Notre Dame just as much as
he said that
everyone else does. So
his son playing in the national championship was better than any Super Bowl he played in. Like how you gonna come on? Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Exactly, but
that's
holy
beautiful.
Crap, dude.
Yeah, I cannot root for that.
Cam Newton pisses me off so much. Like, you would think all the crap he talks, he would have jumped on that football on the Super Bowl.
I agree.
But wait, he didn't. Like, yeah, I mean, let's switch right into it.
Do you want to talk about some NFL?
Weekend. Yeah, wild card
weekend.
We
take a 40 minutes on Notre Dame. First game starts. Is the game on right now?
Oh, really? I thought it started today.
No, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Right now, I got on Google. I got Chargers Texans at 4:30.
Yeah.
I got
also just
Steelers Ravens at 8 p.m.
Before the show, it's currently 71-79. Duke over Notre Dame with 1:30 to go in the game. So somewhat close. 8-point game.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull a little play-by-play up about that. There we go. Hey, if we want to actually speaking about Notre Dame basketball, man. I mean, they're not doing too bad this year. I put a little bit on there. You got a new coach.
Yeah,
I mean, Mike Breyer. Did you know anything about Mike Breyer?
Also, quick update. 74-79.
Coach, you know.
103 left.
Oh my gosh, dude. Keep the play-by-play up. Wonder if I can. I'm gonna see if I can get it because we can. I know we're allowed. If we were live, we can do that. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, well, yeah, you can go live. We can go live for games, but I think you can only have sound and stuff. Like it's weird how you can do it. But I'm talking about Notre Dame basketball. Mike Bray, I had a little bit on him. Lasted 23 seasons. He went to 13 NCAA tourneys. He won 483 games. And then he's gone, and he put in Micah Schwarzberry. They just call him Schwarz, like Micah Schwarz. But he turned around the shit at Penn State. Like, remember how Penn State kind of sucked at basketball and they kind of got better?
I do.
That was low key all him. Yeah. So we have him now. Last year we were okay. We went 13-20 under him last season. It's okay. But we got to improve an ACC play if you want to actually do something in the rest of the season.
Yeah, but someone that we were not supposed to get, we ended up getting.
We did?
Really? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shoot, even basketball.
I mean, it makes sense. Why wouldn't you want to go to Notre Dame?
Oh, turnover.
Exactly.
Yeah. ESPN.
Do you have the game on?
It's 39 seconds, 79, 74 still. We tried a 3, but I'm up short.
Hey, who cares? I mean, we lost to UNC, I think, not by many points last time. And then I think we lost to NC. Do we win? We played NC State on Wednesday of last week. I don't know if we won or not. Lot more to come on Notre Dame basketball. We're gonna try and make this just a lot more of just kind of not Notre Dame based, but just a lot of Irish segments. Love the Irish, but going back to NFL, Colts, we won. I'm kind of happy about that, but I really want a good draft pick. This season was not what I wanted as a Colts fan. Everyone hates Anthony Richardson. I don't hate Anthony Richardson. I think fuck Pat McAfee. I love him to death, but what he said about our team, we don't need to trade Jonathan Taylor. We don't need to get rid of Anthony Richardson. We don't need to get rid of all these wide receivers. We just need to chill and just regroup.
Well, going back to, I think the big thing
you want to talk anything about the Bengals?
Anthony Richardson, when he came out of the game saying, "Oh, I was tired." You can't say that and expect people to be on your side.
I know that. I've heard that a lot, and I don't even know what to say about that because as a football player, like everyone gets tired. Like, and especially we both played O-line.
I mean, you can't complain about
tired when the second you step on the field.
Like, look at your linemen. Like, you don't think your linemen are fast? You can't out for I don't know the rest of the game, or was it like a play?
Exactly.
Or like
he came out for a play and then went back in. But then I don't know why he would even say. I don't know why he would even. I love the honesty from Anthony.
Just come up with something. But like, you're tired.
Yeah, I mean, he had only 1,800 passing yards this season. He had 8 TDs, 12 interceptions. It's not good at all. That's really not good at all. I will say his percentage was down, but that was solely because our wide receivers couldn't catch wide open fucking balls, but they would catch like Odell shit. Like, that was insane. As a Colts fan, anyone can vouch for that. Josh Downs, I love Josh Downs. Thank you so much for. I don't know if you know anything about him. Caleb Downs' older brother. He played for North Carolina. Absolute dog for us. I think he's up there with T.Y. Hilton and Reggie Wayne for something now. It was pretty big. Or Marvin Harrison, one of those two. But future's bright for us. I will say that. Future's bright. I'm not as mad because, like, if I was a Bengals fan, I'd be kind of salty having all that talent, wasting it. But anything on the Bengals?
It was an okay year. Those last 5 games were probably the best we've ever looked at in a long time.
We'll definitely break down. We can, if you want to this week, we can do like an NFL pod again, like get like some more stuff on it. But just like
I hate everyone saying that Joe Burrow needs to leave. Joe Burrow's not leaving. No, he loves Ohio. He loves Ohio too much. He loves playing with Jamar Chase. So. He loves playing with T. Higgins, which I think T. Higgins is the same.
As a Bengals fan, or as a non-Bengals fan, I don't know why a lot of you guys are freaking out just because, 3 years ago, guys were in the Super Bowl. Yeah, like, you guys aren't going to expect to get all these good draft picks.
This was the worst year.
I will say,
we made some changes. We fired Leo.
Yeah.
I think we fired our D-line coach. We fired our O-line coach, which everything that we needed to fire. I still don't like Zach Taylor being there. He needs to quit play calling.
Okay. You don't like Zach Taylor?
He needs to let the offensive coordinator call plays and just focus on whatever else the head coach does. Like, because going back to that Baltimore game, how are you going to take it out of Joe Burrow's hand? That first game? Like, how are you going to run it 3 straight times and rely on the field goal? And I know Evan McPherson's money, and he always has been, but he was not this passionate. Like, you can't take it out of Joe Burrow's hands and expect to win. But
one thing about Cincinnati football, going to UC, they need to step up in recruiting. They need to just do more in general. Like, looking back, I did a little overview of their season, and they could have won a lot more games, it seems like. And I know their coach said that he was gonna like implement, like put a lot more of his like offensive stuff. A lot of it's like he took a lot of Luke Fickell, like what he did, kind of copied it. I don't think it worked out for him. You guys might need to look for a new head coach here soon. I think that's someone who's underrated on the hot seat. Could be Cincinnati's head coach. Yeah, I think you guys are wasting. You guys had Swarzy. He was pretty good. Wasn't bad at all. You guys running back was solid, but I have right now they're ranked third to last in the Big 12 in recruiting, ranking them 67 in all of college football, and that's not good for a team that won only 5 games this season. Yeah. So
it was huge.
You step it up there if you're a Bearcat fan. So
Father is returning for another year. So those are 2 huge keeps, but
okay.
I think if we perform how we
right there.
performed this year and last year, I think he's gone. Like he has to be in the hot seat. And I know we still technically have a few more years left on his contract, but I think we got to find a way to pay him out and get someone else. I think because Luke, he's not doing any better.
I feel that. I agree.
In Wisconsin.
You think he should come back? I 1000% agree. I don't know what bro was thinking that. I mean, I know you got as close as you can at Cincinnati. Money, yes, that's one thing. But I mean, I don't know how much. I think coaches. Yeah. I think they have enough money now. I mean, I guess look at Brian Kelly. He doesn't care about not winning anything. So I don't know. I agree that Luke Fickell should have stayed. I don't know if you can bring him back though, and like with the relations in the front office, and I don't know how that would go. But yeah, I need to go a different route there if you want to. But it looks like right now they're not. So you got one more season of whatever you got. Yeah, I think they need to change there. But hockey, if you want to talk about one little quick thing about hockey, you're from Columbus. I'm living in Columbus now. The Blue Jackets are good. They won 6-2 last night or 2 nights ago.
There we go.
And they are now in the wild card spot since 2015. So haven't been following as much as I should. Beginning of the season, I always get super excited. Then we lose 5 straight games, get out of it. Got rid of Tarasov. He was my favorite player. Sent him down to Cleveland because Cleveland is our AAA team, which I always forget about. So, yeah, they're on a win streak right now. I just had one quick thing. Yeah, I just had does Ohio have a good hockey team? They're actually winning, and I mean, you know what happened about Johnny Gaudreau. This is the only thing I mean, it doesn't matter how your season goes, but winning for him is one of the best things you can do. So, NHL, I'm happy that the community is kind of like behind the Blue Jackets right now. A lot of Twitter community, Instagram community is just saying, if I'm going to see anyone in that wild card spot, I want to see CBJ. I mean, they haven't done anything in a while. It would just be beautiful, especially with what happened earlier in the offseason. So a lot to come for Ohio sports, man. I mean, Bengals. I mean, there's just so much going on.
Duke 86, Notre Dame 78.
Gotta love it.
All apart towards the end. Yeah.
Okay. Expected, but not bad. I mean, like we were saying, Mike Schwartzberry last season, bad ACC play. This season, not doing as well in ACC play as he should be doing. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, Notre Dame basketball is so hard because I feel like on social media, on like Twitter community for Notre Dame and like just all of that isn't big, kind of. But if you go to campus and you're in South Bend on a game day, that personal pavilion is packed. It is electric. It is so much fun. Last time I was really into Notre Dame basketball was when we had Blake Wesley. He got drafted young, very young. He grew up in South Bend, was an absolute dog for Notre Dame. And then to me, he left a little early and got drafted first round by the Spurs and plays with Victor Wembanyama now. So I kind of wish he would have stayed and cause he would have been probably a senior now, probably absolutely insane. But I mean, yeah, Notre Dame basketball, I have such a weird relationship with. I used to text Rex Pfluger. I used to be like, you're my biggest fan, just random players. So shout out Rex Pfluger. Shout out, oh my God, I can't forget the other guy. He got drafted by the Celtics.
Yeah, I think the last time I was
a lot to come on Notre Dame basketball. We'll start doing a lot more
March Madness run with, I think Rex. Yes. Bro, I would recreate certain games in my basement.
Fonzie Colson.
After that.
Yes. Yes, dude, that was. Yes, dude, I know exactly. Talk about like hitting the ball off the thing, put the putback like rested.
SFA up 1, Notre Dame driving. Oh, it's off the rim, and then put it back. I used to do that shit. I used to do that LSU game, that first start for, maybe not the first start for Ian Book, but that bowl game. Like, I would recreate that spectacular catch. Like,
it
just
for sure. Do you have a favorite like Notre Dame football memory? While you think, mine will be forever. Besides, like I'm talking about like kind of TV, because we can talk about in person like a little bit later, like the next pod. But I remember, I think it was the Sun Bowl, like Orange Bowl, something against LSU, but it was a game-winning catch by Miles Boykin, I think thrown by Jack Cohn, and I just remember getting absolutely electric. I'll post it sometime this week on Twitter, but that's my absolute favorite memory.
Yeah,
beating LSU. I think we saw Brian Kelly then, but yeah, Miles Boykin caught that ball, and
Book to
it was one of my favorite memories ever. What about you?
Whoever it was in that playoff game against LSU, not playoff game, but like that one-handed snag, then the stiff arm, then the juke, and then the touchdown. Yeah.
You'll have to clip it and send it to me. I feel like I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm
just excited about, we got a national championship next Monday, be the 20th, and this will be the end of college football. What a fucking season, man. All seasons to this season. I know we always keep talking about college football, so I would say it's sort of college football pod for now, but we do speak everything sports here, guys. We speak everything sports. But
I found the clip. I'll get it out there, but it was Notre Dame, LSU, in the Citrus Bowl.
Yeah.
And it was Ian Book to Boykin, one-handed along the sideline. Yeah. Dude,
yes.
So
oh my God, so is that one of your favorites? That's crazy. That's my favorite.
Like,
yes, dude. Yes, dude. That's crazy. I wonder if many people our age who are Notre Dame fans, maybe that might be their favorite play of all time, just because like I think we were 14, 15, maybe 16.
Yeah, no, I do remember watching.
I was at home watching it for sure, like at my mom's house. Yeah. Favorite play. Thank you, Ian Book, for that. Thank you, Miles Boykin, for that. That's why I love Notre Dame sports. What was it? Yep. Love Notre Dame sports. Thank you for memories like that. Yeah. I'll always say that. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Miles. Thank you.
No, he was on.
Is that Brian Kelly? Or was he on the LSU sidelines for that?
Because I think that was a first start for.
Okay.
Ian Book, and then next year we went to the playoff.
Book? Yeah. He started.
I did send him a little DM about.
I love Ian Book, dude. I really did.
I haven't got a response yet, but hey, shoot, but what's the Eagles now, right?
That's also coming. Yeah, but he doesn't even get in. I think because they had actually. He's playing a little bit over because they had Kenny Pickett play.
He played.
And I think they had Book come in here and there, but.
Let me try to. Oh no, he's with the Chiefs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's back up to Carson Wentz, the DoorDasher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carson Wentz, you are welcome to DoorDash. Sorry about that, bud. You had one shot and you blew it. Who's your team now to win it all for NFL? I'll say that real quick. Get that a clip.
I really like the Lions. No, it is the Eagles. Ian Book is on the Eagles. I don't know. It's funny as fuck because his picture, like his player shot, is of him in a Chiefs jersey with the Eagles. So I don't know who fucked up on ESPN with that one, but
that makes sense. You got sent held. All right, let me get. Like Lions?
What, who do you want?
Come on, man. That's a lame pick.
No, I fucking hate the Steelers.
I think I want the Steelers.
Steelers are going to get frustrated. The fucking Ravens lose to Buffalo, and then Buffalo's going to beat the Chiefs, and then it's going to be Lions, Bills.
I agree with you. I want Lions. I went to the MAC championship this season at Lions Stadium. It was worst stadium I've ever been to. Not even alive. Yes. Have you ever been to Ford Field? The talk about Detroit being a bad city isn't. I mean, it was all right. I love the history of it. Like, that part was badass, but the stadium was boring as hell. Like, both sides, like the end zones, there's no concourses. It's literally just a wall, kind of. Like a little, like there's like a few seats going up, and then it's like a concourse, like it's a wall. Lame ass stadium. But no, I have Steelers winning it all. I mean, not Steelers. I have Lions winning it all. But for my like fun team, I'd love to see the Commanders do it. I mean, why wouldn't you? That would just be cool. But
yeah, even with
you have a tough route for them if you want to win it all. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for NFL. NFL's never been huge with me. Yeah, I like my teams. I love the Colts. And that's kind of about it. And I love the Bengals.
They would have made it, but the Chiefs got scared. I don't give a fuck what Travis Kelce says about he's not scared of anyone. You are scared of Joe Burrow. It's okay. You got bailed out by a call against them. Season. Oh yeah.
You guys, I love Joey B and Jamar Chase though. Just football guys. I mean, you can't not like them.
It should be a great offseason duos for the Bengals. I do think T. Higgins stays. Yeah, I mean he's with Jamar Chase's agent.
Their prediction.
So that was huge because I think his other agent was like didn't want to do anything with the Bengals anymore.
Do you want to get rid of Logan Herbert? Is that what his name is?
Sam Hubbard? No, I think he retired.
Sam Herbert. Sam Hubbard.
He's not coming back. I think he went to Moeller. He played for OSU, and then the Bengals. He's going to end his career with the Bengals. Either that or sign a 1-year deal somewhere else, and then talk to Mike Brown or whoever and be like, "Yo, this is going to be my last year. Can I? Like, I don't even have to play. I just want to be with y'all one more year." But if he doesn't retire this year, I bet you he pulls that because I don't see him retiring anyway. Like I don't know if you saw his story.
That makes sense. Yeah, retire Bengal.
He was going off about Jack Sawyer and the Ohio State game. So really big Ohio guy, and I don't see him playing somewhere else and then retiring after that. But I see him retiring as a Bengal, but he will not be back next year. Which, I mean, he didn't do too good this year.
I feel that,
but yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about before we finish up with the national championship?
Nothing really too. I mean,
that's all I got
going on with any other sports right now. It's so early on. Not a huge NBA fan, so I mean.
Yeah, I was just saying. We'll talk about. Actually, I don't even know if we'll talk about much NBA on here.
I did.
It's one thing.
Talk about the playoffs last year, but
maybe if we're still.
Holy crap! That was such a boring playoffs last year. But
I can't imagine. It's probably, especially doing it by yourself, dude. Power to you. I mean, go Blue Jackets. We're talking anything else about college football. Go Blue Jackets. Excited for NFL. But yeah, the national championship game is Monday the 20th. Notre Dame versus Ohio State. Rematch of last year, 17-14. Came down last play.
It's going to be a great game. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Georgia. Glad that.
Yep. Catholics versus $20 million roster. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what time it is?
Catholics versus 20 mil.
Okay. Damn, on a school night.
I think 8 o'clock. I think they always do 8 o'clock.
Yeah, dude,
I know. Start classes, baby.
5.
How many classes you got? You got 4 classes?
I'm actually taking a podcasting class. So
Bearcat Media.
Big things. So yeah, I'll come back.
Hey, bet.
Yeah. Just looking for some tickets.
Stay tuned, Sports Speak.
Holy shit.
Bet.
The nosebleeds
for Nasty
is in the thousands.
Oh, I can't imagine, dude. It's gonna be insane.
Within the thousands. And if you want to sit somewhat close to the field,
really?
6,000.
You're telling me that you could pay the same price for the national championship that you would to see the first round against Indiana versus Notre Dame. What are we doing? Why do you paying $1,000 to see Notre Dame versus Indiana, but then you can pay $1,000 to see a national championship game? That pisses me off. I would have loved to go to that game. Would have loved to go to that game.
But
I mean, it's just it's a historic team. It's a helmet game. Like, you put these two helmets in, like, the collage, like Notre Dame for OSU. It's a classic, man. I don't think Notre Dame hasn't won it since 1988, so this will be the first time that we get the national championship back in South Bend.
It's our first time. Like, 2013, yes, but I think this is our first real shot at
exactly
in a long since 19. Yeah.
We don't have any linebackers getting catfished, so we're chilling. I love Manti Te'o. Shout out Manti. If we could ever get him on, that would be one of the biggest Notre Dame players we could ever get on. But yeah, I would just say stay tuned, Sports Speak. We got a lot to come. Still only our second pod.
I don't know. I think I told you this, but I'm going to try to get someone to customize a coffee table with our logo for that. Just start getting the brand out there.
Bet. There we go.
Like, look, this could be a career.
This is serious, Sports Speak. This is serious.
Good money off of this. So.
I'm down. Yeah. So, we're having fun, guys. That's what we want. We're having fun. I love my boy Eli. I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be a co-host. Every Saturday.
I don't know if I told you, but like the first podcast I ever did.
Oh, heck yeah.
Was like the baseball. I had to call a friend of mine like, yo, I need you to do this with me. Like, it's awkward talking on a screen, but no, really thank you so much for coming on. It does make it a lot easier doing this because, share thoughts.
Heck yeah. Yeah, and we were showing you guys too. This is hard stuff. It's not just click record and just go. I mean,
I will say
there's a lot behind it if you want it to be a little bit more than just.
It takes me 5 seconds. So I just remove all filler words, and I get that edited quickly. And then, getting those videos out now is not that hard anyway because of that AI tool. But it does take. There's a lot of things we have to put into this, like just in researching. Like it's no easy task, but it's so. You want
to hit a little outro, and then we can talk a little more after
this week to talk more about some NFL, but definitely be back next Saturday. So we'll see you guys next.